Yeah. Whoa.
Can you hear?
Did we come out of a different... Are we going in your ears now? Are you in your brain?
Look at the galaxy hat, though.
It's so funny.
We can't even see
We're
your
over
face
here.
out here.
We're
I'm
over
not
here.
feeling that hat.
No, she looks OG.
Put it on backward. Put it on
She looks like a
backwards.
spiritual, like OG. It's got a galaxy on it. Here's your weird
You can put it on
cake.
backwards so we can see your face.
Okay, detail.
All right, guys, let's go live in 3, 2, 1. What's up, everybody? Welcome to the episode 6 of the Modest Humanity Podcast.
What's up?
Humanity, that's what I said this time. I always say podcast or podcast or
Podcast.
something. Modest Humanity Podcast. All right, so we got a new guest here with us today. She's a yogi from our neck of the woods out here. We got the one and only Sista Sarah.
Woot.
Woot. Yeah, we met up with Sarah. Where did you meet Sarah?
In another dimension somewhere.
Well, she's
in
from another
lifetime.
dimension.
Yeah, we just magnetized somehow.
Wow. Profound. All right, well, cool, man. So what's going on, everybody? How you doing this week? How you been lately?
You talking to me?
I'm talking to you. I'm looking right at you.
Talking to me.
I'm talking to Bryce Beasley, Dancing Stone. How you doing? How you
I'm
been?
doing good, man. Doing good. Just been creating. Just been working on music, doing my thing, doing my little insurance gig. You know, making my money to support what I love doing. And the wheels turn, you know what I'm saying? The wheels keep going around, man. Growth every day, learning new songs on guitar,
Awesome.
doing new Tai Chi moves.
You seem very
it's just-
collected lately.
I mean, I have my moments, but you know,
You
I
seem
feel-
very grounded when I talk to you. Last time you came
'cause-
over, you were all profound. You were like transcendental meditation. You're like, it's done all these incredible things for me.
It's been pretty life changing actually. It's nice to have a place to go. You know what I'm saying?
That's
like,
good.
Inside myself. So
Good results
honestly,
I like
from
your
Mr.
shirt.
Johnny Brannigan.
shirt
You
is
said
awesome.
your name,
you.
Dancing Stone. Do you dance all that much?
That, you know what? I've been asking that question since you put that up there. I want to know.
I need to learn to do some dance moves actually. I got the name from the dancing stones being pulled into the ocean tide.
Oh.
I thought that
Wow.
I just found myself like chasing these
Profound.
colorful stones that were like tumbling to bring back to my two bandmates
I still have 'em.
here.
They're
I
sitting
still
in the
got 'em
studio
too.
right next to my computer.
Me too, man. They're right on top.
And this little
Cool
chest, you got me
Cool.
this little chest. I was like,
Looks
bro,
good
this
next
is
to my
the
little chest.
like coolest thing anybody could have got me.
That's a good souvenir.
From the
Yeah,
ocean.
man.
Yeah.
Well, James, man,
yeah,
I know
go
you talk. Yeah, we talk about Bryce all day. But James, I know you said you want to talk about something. What would you go do last week?
Bro, you don't even know, bro. It wasn't even last week, bro. It's like still happening. We're like still partying. No, I'm back to work.
What did we do?
What'd you do?
Wait, what happened?
We do as humans. What I did is I went to the Arizona Beach Festival, even though Arizona don't got a beach, but we went. That's what it was called. We didn't know about it, but it's in Tempe, and I spent 3 days up in Tempe, and we went down the Salt River tubing, and so you rent out a tube for $17, the bus ride there and back. You go down this road for 5 hours with a cooler chest full of beer or whatever.
5
Wow.
hours
Say
down
five?
one road?
Oh yeah, 5.
Is that like dirt? What?
No road,
What'd you say?
bro. I'm
Oh, you're talking about the
the
water.
river, bro.
Oh, man, I'm
We're
all
talking
scattered.
about
Okay.
going down rapids in these tubes tied with your friends, bro. It was a blast. I was riding that thing like a bull. It was dope.
You don't look sunburned at all.
Yeah.
I'll
you
tell
don't.
ya. Okay, I didn't want to do this, but can you see my tan line?
Oh,
bro?
now there
That's the
it
only
is.
spot I got.
Oh
burned.
wow, okay.
Oh wow is right, bro.
I see
You look
it.
like someone messed up your lines, man.
Yeah, and
They're
it's
like,
like upsetting. It'd be cool if it matched, but it's totally
didn't wanna do that.
geographically
You're just fooling people with the
not
bandana.
crooked. Or not
Man.
crooked. It's
I
not
don't
straight.
understand what happened.
I wore a bandana. Do you see it?
Oh,
So
okay.
I
Okay, I'm
sun-
seeing it. Okay.
I sunscreened everything, but this in my scalp. My scalp didn't get burnt though. So that's the souvenir I got. So I put this bandana on a little bit extra wide for you guys today, but since we're bringing
That's
it
all
up-
you got though. That's the only sunburn you got.
bro.
funny.
I'm part Cherokee Indian, man. I don't get sunburned.
It
You know
turned
what I'm
like
saying?
red too.
Part
did.
Cherokee Indian.
Yeah,
Wow.
no, that's the whitest.
Every
Indian
white
ever.
person wants to say, "I'm part
I
Cherokee
literally was
Indian."
thinking
No,
that.
on the
I'm
real,
the
bro.
16th.
on the real,
Exact thought.
bro, I'm the 16th because my
Ah.
dad's an 8. So
Oh man.
Nice.
It's
straight up.
okay.
So
my dad looks like Paul though. Well, probably darker than Paul. Paul's pretty white compared to my dad.
You can get
But
free
I'm
education
pretty
if you're a
white.
My dad's
16th
dark,
Native
bro.
American.
What's that?
You can get free education.
Don't tell me like that, because I spent $42,000 learning how to work on cars. Yeah.
At least
Wow.
it was 42,000.
Yeah.
Right?
yeah.
I mean, I don't know. It's crazy.
Well,
it's
Jesse,
been
man,
insane.
we talk about
Anyways,
James all day
yeah, we
too.
talk-
Jesse, what's up with you, man? How you been?
Life's good, man.
It looks good when I see your face. It looks good lately.
That's always a good thing to hear, I
Looks
guess.
pretty good. I saw you were in those caves down in Sedona.
Oh man,
Those are
That
cool.
the
looked
wind
awesome, dude.
tunnels,
Yeah,
awesome.
they're so accessible too. They're just like right there. They're awesome.
It's like
Over
a
at the
quarter
exit
mile.
313. At milepost 313.
I'm not sure
I am.
It's like
about that, but
313.
probably yeah.
It's right by Poco
It's-
Diablo,
yeah,
right?
it's right
Okay.
after Poco Diablo.
Yeah.
Everybody from
313.
313. That's crazy.
Have you been there?
No, I haven't.
Have you been
He was
there?
asking me
remember
about it
that.
when he
Oh.
got here.
What?
It's awesome.
Yeah, they're cool.
In
Yeah,
what
it's
way?
Cool. In what way is it
Yeah.
awesome?
Oh.
In what way is it awesome?
Yeah, I don't
That's
know.
good.
Oh, have you not been there?
I've been there,
Oh,
but
you've
I
been there?
was trying to
For
see
the
what,
fans
like,
out
What is
home,
your
yeah,
experience?
what's it
How was your
like?
experience, man?
I just like to think about how it happened, like why it's there, how it
Ah.
happened,
Kind of like the
Yeah.
lava
the
tubes?
previous peoples before me that may have stumbled upon it and were like, "Oh my goodness."
Oh,
Do people
You know,
sleep in
just-
there? Would someone sleep in there now?
I don't
You
know,
think you
there's-
could go down there in the middle of the night and find a person in there with a sleeping bag?
Maybe people sleep in the shaman's cave.
Really?
Yeah, Robbers
those-
Roost Shaman's Cave.
Those aren't
Really?
national
How do you
parks or
get there?
anything,
Where
right?
is that anyway?
That's off of I think it's Forest Road 525. I think.
See, somebody knows mile marker. Oh, gee.
bam.
Thank you for playing. That's
and
great.
then
I was
and
wondering
then
where
you
it was.
take 525C, I think it is.
Is that off of like Dry Creek Road?
It's right before you get into Sedona, right after Page Springs. That turn off to Page Springs, right when you like top that hill, right after Page Springs.
I haven't been
There's
out
a
there. That
dirt
looks
road
cool.
off to the
Robert's
left.
Roost.
It's awesome, dude. That cave is like huge.
I also haven't been there. In
The
this
acoustics in there are like pristine.
Let's take a
Podcast
trip.
goals.
Dude, I'm
Let's
about to
take some
say-
recording gear
Yeah, I
and
was
some
gonna say,
guitars,
we could do
man.
some cool, man. We could do something
Hey,
cool.
that's very
I'm
much
down
in
for
reach.
that.
For
Yeah.
real.
It's really the road out there is really not that hard. Like
Really?
the road, because you have to stop if you're in like a low clearance vehicle or something. If you're not in like a Jeep or something like that, you have to stop at some point because the road does get like, you know, you're like rock climbing. But the
My car's not
actual
gonna make it down
Yeah,
the
there.
take
actual
road to
forest
rock
road
climb.
out there is not bad at all.
Oh, cool.
It's only once you get to like the trailhead, I guess you could say, because you could drive something out there, but
All right.
everybody I've seen
Let's
just walks.
carpool the Jeep
Let's
and
do
the
it.
RAV4 if once you're done, or not if the truck too.
That's what the RAV4
do
is
that.
born for.
I know, but he's.
Is it a
working on
RAV4?
It's a Honda.
That's what they're
It's-
made
it's
for.
a
It's pretty much a RAV4.
it's a CRV.
Oh, I was just
I mean,
working.
yeah,
I was just
kinda.
working on RAV4. That's what
But
I said.
see, I went there and I didn't want to do it. It's
Oh, really?
I wouldn't.
Kinda
If
sketch.
you saw it in your Jeep,
didn't
you'd
wanna
still
do
probably be
what?
like,
I want to
You
mess
didn't
up my
wanna
ride.
drive there?
Yeah.
What's that?
You said you didn't want to drive there?
Well, there's the. It's kind of hard to describe. There's the. You take this road, the 525, for 11 miles, I think it is,
Oh,
and then you come to this. I forget what the
That's a long
trailhead
road.
name is, but that trailhead you can drive something out there. But when me and my girlfriend Rebecca went, we just walked because it's pretty
pretty.
rocky.
Oh, I was gonna say like the landscape was cool or something.
could you get a
Oh, the
keg out
landscape's
there?
awesome.
Nice.
So
What was that?
Is it hard to get a keg out there?
No, I don't think so.
That's where we used to go to in high school. We're like, we could get the keg out there though.
That's the
Sarah-
best question anybody's asked on this podcast.
Sarah is a character on this
I
spot.
thought-
She's
hey,
been
I
like
thought I
running
knew you.
outside, like just touching the sun. Like, what did you go out there to do? Would you just go out there to touch? You look like you were like, I'm gonna go outside for do something real quick. And I look out there, and you're just like barefoot in the sun, just like taking it in. I'm like, she's just getting charged right now. I'm like, that's so
I thought-
crazy.
you know
No,
what? I
man,
thought I I knew
was
you.
charging the sun.
Yo, see?
Oh, dang. You know you're bright when you get to charge the sun. That's some
No,
crazy
when it's
stuff.
at the angle, the sun is like less than 20 degrees to horizon. It can go in your eyes, the photonic light right into your eyes, and it's safe and juicy and delicious. So I was like, oh, it's the right time.
Wow.
Yeah, Sarah's the best. You guys got to go do yoga with Sarah.
Well, yeah, we'll split it with you, dog. Well, tell
I was
tell
about
What's
to
up?
say,
people out
Oh,
there.
Oh,
How
me?
you been, bro?
I've just been taking life to the face lately.
To the
You know what I'm
face.
saying? So just dealing with you know, everything that happens when you're in your 20s and you're a human in the United States. You know what I'm saying?
I think it's everywhere.
So
I don't know what
Everybody
you're
goes through
saying.
yeah, you know, just like
It's a little vague, but
just
I
like
kinda,
normal
I mean,
life problems that persist.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Just dealing with that.
Like what?
You know, my fiance works 2 jobs now, so I don't really see her as much. So that's like kind of like I'm just not used to being alone all the time now. You know
Where's
what
your
I'm saying?
ring?
Oh, I don't have a ring.
Oh.
I don't. Do men wear rings?
I
don't
thought
wear
that same
rings.
question. She's like, you got to get a ring now too.
Yeah.
And I'm like, is this
You
so
got one,
girls-
right?
So girls don't
He's
like hit
also
me up.
engaged?
Yeah.
You're so
It's so girl-
responsible.
I don't know. Okay, I don't. First
Diamonds
of all,
on,
I
that'd
don't
be
know.
fresh, bro. Get a
I don't
ring.
Some
know. I don't
diamonds?
know if that means you're responsible because there's a lot of twitty little kids out there like, yeah, we're getting married, and they're like, they fucking cheat on each other, and they're like always in fights and shit. Yeah, but we're engaged. They don't mean shit. They're
Yeah.
just doing it to do it.
But
That's
they're
fucking
young.
dumb. But that ain't responsible though. Just because you have a kid.
Hey,
don't
you
mean
gotta
you're
learn
responsible, you know
somehow,
what I'm saying?
man.
Definitely
You gotta
not.
learn. Some people
anyways.
just gotta learn. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I've just been trying to find time to do all the things that I should be doing more of. You know what I mean?
Sounds
So,
like a song, dude. I'm
trying
trying to
to-
find time to do
I don't
things that I
know.
Should be going to the gym. I should, you know, should be guaranteeing that I can go see Sarah on Wednesdays.
No, man,
You know what I'm
it's all
saying?
good. There's no should involved.
No, but
here.
I want to though.
Just yesterday, I talked to a German guy about auxiliary verbs. He was like, aux. It's like auxiliary. Those are verbs that help out your verb.
Ooh.
What?
Yeah, so that's a should.
So
And
how's that
would
work?
and
Oh, okay.
will and, could. and-
Oh, auxiliary verbs, huh?
Like an aux cable. That's how it came up, the AUX.
I'm gonna write that down.
Note it.
Because
Note
I
it.
don't like Bluetooth. So,
How about airdrop?
Can you airdrop your phone to your car?
mm-mm.
Mm.
Can
What are you talking about?
feel your
You can
consciousness in your
You can
phone?
Bluetooth. You can Bluetooth your phone to your car. You can auxiliary
I know,
your
but
phone to the
people
car.
are messing with that, but they don't even aware of their own thoughts. I'm
Damn
not trying
sure.
to have a digital thought creeping through and
Yeah.
you can't even hear your own thoughts. Incorrect.
I can't hear my own thoughts. When I start thinking about like whenever I get into my mind about my own thoughts, that's when I go crazy because then I
It's
can't
okay.
disperse it. It's not okay because I've been to some levels of like deep things and I forget who I am. It's some crazy stuff. I
That
go
is
deep.
also okay.
I don't like
It's
it, bro.
natural, man. It's natural. We
No,
just-
routine dying, shamans, you got an ego death. You like literally like, I died.
Oh, I
You're
like
oh.
that. I like
No,
that
have
ego
one.
death.
Yes.
So it's like a rebirth.
Yeah,
What's a
because you're
good way
not
to
going
do
anywhere.
that?
You're scared. Like, oh, you're gonna die. You're like, wake up tomorrow, motherfucker. You're safe.
how do I have a good self-induced ego death?
No, it's
And
good.
you just all the things that you're dealing with, you just excuse me,
Just
you
fuck
quit
it.
dealing with things.
You
And
can
you're
say
like,
it. It's okay.
Go to
No.
fuck it, Bill.
shit,
We're
dick.
R-rated here.
I got you. You realize you created all that, and you're just like, and then you implode.
So you're saying you have to implode before you can have ego death?
No, but everyone had, that's kind of what's going on, because you're like, I thought I was, and then everything you thought you were, you're like, oh, well, if I'm not that, then that's where you die.
I'm dying on Saturday, guys.
Yeah, no, do
Yeah.
it.
I'm
Hey,
ego deathing
I'll go
on
with you.
Saturday.
Yeah, go
We'll commit
ahead.
suicide together, man. I'll do it.
No,
Well,
okay,
don't
that's-
say that.
Dude,
That's a
not
dark
what I'm
word.
saying.
Okay. I'm
You
sorry.
just can't say that. You
I
gotta
didn't
say
mean like
ego death.
Let me put the
okay.
context like nature, like it's the seasons, and then then the
So you,
leaves
like, go
fall,
into,
and
like,
then they come back.
James is right there with me. He's like, all right, man, I'm with you. Death pack. Let's go. He's like,
I'll
come
grab
on.
the toasters.
He's like pulling the knife out,
Toasters.
cutting his hand. He's like ready to go.
Nah, I'd go out with a
man.
toaster,
No, because
bro.
these days people are weak. That makes you weak. You're not dealing with
Yeah.
stuff, and then
Yeah.
you can't even handle your shit. Then it's weak.
And then that's making
Yeah.
everybody else around you that loves you. You're
Uncomfortable.
putting it on them, and
Yep.
then it's like, yeah, I've always thought that.
So
I was
then
selfish.
then instead of dealing, you're like, then just deal with it by feeling all your shit, and however you have a tantrum, you run around, do whatever,
punch something.
Take
hard.
a time. Maybe you need a month.
Yeah, it's something
And then
to
you'll be
release.
so shiny when you come back. You're like, oh, thanks. Thanks. You're all cute.
Yeah.
Man.
I need to do something hardcore.
Yeah,
Do
that's
some
like
parkour.
Oh, parkour?
That'll
Oh
do
no, I
it.
can't do parkour.
Oh, dude,
That'll
I think
do
you
it.
could.
Parkour.
those medical bills will be
Parkour.
through the roof. I start doing parkour.
You've been having back problems too, huh?
I know, man. I've been having back problems. I go do parkour right
falling
now. I'm gonna
apart,
snap
man.
in half.
The
No.
yoga's good for
I
that.
need to do
though.
something hardcore so I can go have ego death. Just have like a near life, near
No,
death
no.
experience.
No, I wouldn't say
It's
that.
just your own identity. So everything that's bothering you, that's your ego.
Mhm.
That's all ego does. Is it bothers you.
So you
Just
gotta
bothers
yeah.
you.
So then when you're like, all right, come here, then what's really going on with you?
You gotta cuddle your ego,
Uh-huh.
and then or either that
No,
or you
you
just
have
kick
to
it off the
starve it.
platform.
You starve it.
Oh, starving the ego. That's how you
Ooh.
kill it. That's the ego death. Because when you starve your ego, that's when your ego dies. Just
yeah,
like a
because
pet.
if you feed things, they
You
grow.
feed the
So
ego,
if
they
you
grow.
don't give
Dude,
it
write
energy,
this
it
down.
dies,
What are you
bro.
doing?
How do I starve it? I don't
Yeah,
understand.
what kind of energy
Notice
are we
the
giving our
things that
egos?
distract you from your passion and stop doing that. Become mindful.
I feel like it's man. I
Can we
feel-
be passionate about sex though?
But if you're
How do you think about it?
in the moment, you can be passionate about anything, but that won't get you far.
So
Boom.
I'm reading this I was reading this book about habits, and it was pretty much saying that like anything that doesn't you could take notes on everything that you do. So it's kind of like what you're saying.
That
Everything
is
you do,
exactly my advice.
and then everything that doesn't contribute to your end goal or the end system you're trying to build within yourself to obtain your goals,
Fuck it.
you remove those things.
Correct.
So like they was telling you to take notes across what you do when you wake up, from when you wake up, when you go to bed. There's so many things you
I would
habitualize every
update
day.
that to take notes consciously by observing yourself from your fourth dimensional observer consciousness. So don't write it. That you can if you want, but that'll slow your shit. Because every time you write something, it slows reality. If you want to be
Yeah.
speedy, just watch. That's what Tesla did. All his stuff in there.
You guys in Tesla,
Dang.
I swear. Man, I gotta.
Oh, you're also all with Tesla.
Oh,
Well, he
yeah.
he thought it was
Ooh,
like a
yeah.
car. He thought they
Well,
were
I
just
thought it was
cars.
the guy who made the Tesla. The Tesla
No,
cars.
Nikolai.
No, I got it afterwards. After I always think about cars because it's been programmed in my
I
brain.
thought you were a mechanic, man. I know it's you.
Nikolai
we like to be
Tesla.
called automotive technicians. No, I'm just kidding.
He was like 10 times cooler than Thomas Edison. Thomas Edison just like understood business a bit, and he would just. He's looking to see, you know.
Well, no, I mean, I don't know. Did I just do that?
Yeah.
Tesla was awesome. I started to read Tesla's autobiography, and I couldn't stand it because it was so excited. It made me insane. I couldn't. Every time I saw it, I'd be like, "Oh my God, Tesla! I swear!" And then I'm telling you, no, because when he almost died all the time doing crazy dope things. Like, no, really. Like it was flooding, and he was like, "I'm gonna show off and swim through this flood across town," and like something like that. And he just recounts his stuff. It was only $3.99 down at the Old Town Bookstore.
Really?
Yeah, they
Wow.
print books there. They're cheap. All the classics.
Oh.
Oh,
pretty cool.
Tesla's exciting.
Yeah, Tesla.
Tesla autobiography.
Yeah, you see people start talking about Tesla compared to like. I feel like Thomas Edison gets all the cred, but Tesla
Who's
was.
that?
You know.
I don't really though. I mean, what do you know about him?
He invented the light bulb, or so they said. But they also said that
Thomas
he.
Jefferson.
Huh?
Bro, who's the
That was
person
a
taking
president,
notes?
I'm pretty
Yeah,
sure.
Thomas.
Okay, pause. Thomas Jefferson was not the president. Was it? Okay, now you're fucking with me. Thomas
No
Is
Jefferson.
one's
it-
messing
wait.
with you.
Okay,
Who's
hold on.
wait?
Thomas Jefferson. Was
Jefferson, isn't that the guy on the 20?
No, that's Jackson.
Jackson?
Andrew
Okay.
Jackson,
No.
right?
Yeah, Thomas
Man.
Jefferson is one that's on a $100 bill. He wasn't the president. He signed the Declaration of
What are you
Independence.
talking
Benjamin Franklin is on the
Benjamin
$100
This
bill.
is an example.
That's
of
why they
the
called them
Mandela effect.
Benjis.
I'm an idiot.
The
What am I thinking
Mandela.
of?
Mandela
Oh
effect,
yeah,
no,
the Mandela.
It's
effect.
happening.
Mandela.
So,
Mandela. Effect.
Mandela.
Like Nelson Mandela.
Yeah.
Do you guys? Did
No,
you
it's
guys go?
Mandela because of the fractal.
No, it's Mandela because it's the
thinking-
last name of the guy that escaped from prison, even though they said he died.
You
in
guys are
prison.
talking about two
That's
completely
a
different things.
witchcraft.
The Mandela effect when they're saying it's
You know?
Bernstein and instead of Berenstein bears, it's the Berenstain.
That's weird that you say
whatever.
that because I was just thinking about this
I was
That's
today.
it, right?
That was my code.
Straight up.
About the Mandela effect.
Yeah.
What about it? Are you okay?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just like,
Everything's good.
just like
Make you nauseous?
just like in Forrest Gump where he says, "Mama said life is like a box of chocolates." You know that line? Well, he doesn't. Like if you watch the movie, it's spoken way differently.
Really?
Look it up on YouTube.
Or that Queen song. We are the
I think
champions.
so.
We are the champions
And then how did it change?
of the world. That part.
What did it used to be?
That part wasn't in there.
It was
or
just we're the
something.
champions, period.
Yeah, that's it.
Are you sure?
Oh
Yeah.
shit! I think I know what you're talking
That's
about.
changing
That's
the
one of
pH
them.
of my
We
skin.
talked
Was
about
that
that on one
really?
of the
I
podcasts.
promise you.
Ew.
Look up Mandela effect and you'll see a bunch of examples. I'm
Bunch
talking
of examples,
okay,
bro.
Luke, I am
Bro,
your
I
father.
used to
Wait,
look
Luke,
at
I
this
am your
stuff.
father.
Luke, I am your
I'm
father.
over it.
Okay, wizards. You know, since you're hep to all this, we could cause something instead of just speculating on the game. We
There's-
could be the game.
What game?
Right on.
What game are we talking-
Whatever. That talking about hearsay of this and that.
Oh,
It's
yeah,
like
yeah,
you're
yeah.
speculating, but that's not really how reality works. Because everything you
not.
say, you cause. So it's really fun if we're gonna play together, then like correct it or
Oh, because
whatever.
you're putting things out in the universe, and that's what's becoming because you're
Yeah.
talking about it instead of being in it. I
Yeah,
get it.
that's
get
why I
you.
don't write it down.
Oh. Have you read the book The Secret? You should read that book.
I have not.
You should read that book. It's a good book
Why?
because it talks about the secret of life. Why are you laughing?
I'm not laughing.
Sorry. It talks about the secret of life, and it talks about if you want to be something, instead of just like say or doing all this stuff, you put it out to the universe, and the universe will like give it to you.
So how do you put it out? We were talking
So
about
it's like I am going to get this. I'm going to be
Intention.
this point.
But do you believe it? What you're saying?
That's the goal.
So
is
how
like
do you believe it?
you? Okay, I wrote about this, but I can't forget the line.
No, this
but you
right
keep
now.
talking. What do you mean? How I believe what?
I mean, right now, how do you believe something?
I mean, if it's true to you, I mean, I don't see how you
That's
wouldn't believe it.
That's right.
Right?
If it's
Yeah.
true to you.
Correct.
Yeah. No, thanks.
I said kick
That's
your ass
dope.
real quick.
All right,
Yeah,
guys.
man.
You
We're
fast.
running
Sorry.
about 30 minutes right
Oh,
now.
come
What?
on. We were just getting started,
Already?
man.
For real?
I'm
My
pretty
feet
sure.
are getting
Yeah.
warm, man.
Where'd you see that?
Just looking, just
see
keeping
that?
track of
She don't-
time.
hey, we are time, bro. We are time. She said it earlier.
Because I would just.
Just kidding.
All right, we're gonna take a break. We'll be right back.
Yeah.
You take a bat to the head.
It's like a bath, dude.
I'm gonna take a bat on
Hey,
the
don't
flying
bring the
mammal.
toaster,
Wait, I
though.
gotta look. That was fun.
That was
I see
awesome.
why you're so funny. You see what you're doing? It's like you like to be on a spaceship all talking to each other. That's what we are.
Arn getting Junior or whatever. He
No.
does it for Monster. He drifts for Monster, but he's like the drift king. in,
Are you
like,
talking
Monster.
about Ken Block?
Ken Block? Thank you.
Ken
No,
Block?
No.
Ken Block's the guy. He dressed for Monster in the
I
Ford
know.
Focus. Or the Ford,
Vaughn getting Junior or something. What's his name?
I don't know.
I don't either. But
Ken
he-
Block was the guy, dude.
I'm pretty. That might be his nickname. That's a. Don't even.
What was it on?
Oh, where's the
There
mic?
you go.
Mike checker.
1, 2, 1, 2.
Oh
All right,
my God, I
guys.
fell in love with a rapper when I was 17 in Tokyo. And then he put me on his mixtape. He was like, let me get a sample. I was like, "Ay."
All right, guys. Part 2 of the Modest Humanity Podcast,
we're back.
episode 6, and we're back.
And we're back.
So I want to say that when Sarah comes around, my back feels a lot better. I've been having serious back problems lately, and I did a yoga class with Sarah, and she was very gracious with me because I couldn't touch my toes, and she was like, "Don't hurt yourself. It is okay." And I was like, okay. And I just stood there while everybody else bent over, and I said, I'm not performing up to standard, but it didn't matter because Sarah made me feel comfortable.
Oh.
And then I left, and then I was like, oh man, my back's all hurting. I was talking to my fiance, and then I was like, why doesn't it hurt right now? And earlier today, couldn't even touch my toes. Sarah's here, touch my toes. I don't know how that happened. No pain.
I don't know.
Your energy, it blesses me. It is healing my body.
You're just in resonance. That's all.
We're resonating very well. We were just hanging out in the studio. She was like telling me how to speak to like, I can't even tell you guys. I don't know,
Animals?
it sounds so sacred.
I don't know.
Your past lives.
Talk to my past lives.
Oh, I thought there is no past lives when you're living in the present, because the present is throughout all the.
Whoosh.
That's what I'm talking about. Get some of that. Get some of that.
Oh, we
Am I
got
right?
spirit fingers out here. Want some spirit fingers?
Hey, was I on the right path though? I gotta know if I know what I'm talking
How
about.
do you
we don't
know
get 'em,
if
Jesse.
you're on the right path?
I mean, my path is it, am I on the same freeway as you now? Did we
Well,
can
are you
go
in
on-
this
can
moment
join?
with me?
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say.
How do you know?
Did I give you the shivers when you're like, "Ooh," when you did that? Was that what you were talking about? It was like being the past,
Was I
present, and the
talking?
future at the same time. Well, you were making a noise. Anyways, we're on a different plane now. So let's get
Sarah,
back to
where
this.
did you went to India, didn't you?
I have been to India.
How long did you go for?
Oh, thank you so much for asking me about that.
I want to know. I'm curious. I'm always curious about India.
Well, I have been twice, but I want to fast forward to the second time just in case I don't get it all out. That in 2005, I went to the Art of Living Silver Jubilee, where 2 million people, including myself, meditated
Oh wow.
in silence.
2 million.
Man, could you
Wow.
imagine?
Yeah, I was there.
In
It-
one location or what?
Yeah, and my physical eyes could not see the end of the mass of people, and I was just tripping on that. I'm like, I can't even comprehend how many people are here, and I would try to look, and I'm like,
2 million
million.
people?
Look it up. It was a Silver Jubilee in Bangalore, India. It was at a airfield. It was like, I don't remember how many acres. People came from all over the world. There was speeches for days and meditated. The stage had, forgive me if I don't remember, but at least 3,000 sacred people, like from all over the world, Himalayas and stuff. And then it had performers on it, orchestra of like thousands of people. And then we were watching that and meditating.
It's like the
Incredible.
Woodstock of meditation.
It was, and that's why they were, my yoga teacher, my yogis were like, if you don't, why wouldn't you go? You have to. And I'm like, I don't know, I can't. I have children with babies. And then like literally 2 days later, I got a check in the mail. I was like, hi, and I went.
Wow. Oh, do they still do this?
No, that was a one time. That was the world's
Oh, you
biggest
had to go.
meditation.
Yeah, you had to go to that.
Oh, yeah.
It's crazy.
I was there, so I keep it in my field too, but I don't talk about it all the time. But since you asked, I was like, oh, blah.
Do you learn anything very profound out in India? I'm sure people they're probably a lot more spiritually inclined there as opposed to, not trying to talk down where we live, but I imagine there's a lot more spiritually inclined people
Okay,
there to
I'm
learn
just
from.
gonna be real. One thing's coming to mind.
What's that?
It's actually coming to my heart. No, it really is. Is that when I went there for that meditation, it's another whole long story. It's a beautiful story, but there was one enamored moment. I was enchanted with somebody there from before, and I thought we will meet and meditate, or but I didn't. I realized in the moment, I'm like, if I'm all feeling in love with someone right now, I'm not gonna have the proper feeling when I could be meditating with 2 million people.
Oh, see, to
makes
separate
sense.
yourself from
Yeah,
the
that's like
Yeah, I
mixed
was like,
energy,
oh,
huh?
I must have a choice. I made a choice like that, and that was a real thing.
That's
because-
responsible. You've been
Well,
calling me
I had a
responsible
choice.
all
I'm like,
night.
I'm here. There's all these million people meditating, and I'm gonna be all in love over here, retarded. I couldn't do it.
Because one, his lifetime. The meditation is. More
Yeah,
of a
and
lifetime
he was
thing.
like, I'll see you next time, sister. And I was like, that's how it is, next life, homie. You already know. He's like, I already know. I was like, see, that's what I said.
Oh man.
Yeah, it was like that.
Just
Like
next
yogi.
life.
It was. He was like,
Laying it
I mean,
out.
how many times you gotta do before you had enough?
I don't know. Man.
Thanks for asking. Though.
Yeah, no, I was curious about that.
I got long stories. Every story I could tell for like an hour, but that's not what it's about now.
Yeah, your yoga class was really awesome when
Thank
you did that.
you.
Yeah, I've done a couple around here, but yours was like by far the
I like the
coolest.
showing appreciation to the leg.
Yeah, that was awesome.
Hugging the leg and really appreciating walking
She had us
on it.
cradling our legs like a baby. She was
That's
like,
awesome.
show them love. She said they carry you everywhere that you go, and it's good to show them love. They will appreciate it. We're like cradling,
Yeah.
you know.
I've never
That was-
done yoga before, but
What?
if I start doing yoga, I definitely want to have you as a
Amen.
teacher.
We're gonna
Yeah.
do something.
Super
Amen.
That's
chill.
what I'm
What I've
talking
been
about.
hearing.
Yeah, we're gonna make it yoga available all the time, everywhere.
I'll get you guys some passes. You guys
Hell
want to
yeah.
go do some yoga?
No restriction. Free flow yoga. It's coming up in the park or something.
Oh, really?
That's
In the
what I'm
park?
talking
Oh,
about.
that
Yeah.
sounds even better.
That's what I'm saying. It's
I'm
your
for
own
it.
risk.
Park.
Huh?
What part?
Sarah Park.
Sarah Park.
No, that's in Lake Havasu, y'all.
Oh, really?
I was like, you have your own bar, girl? Or you
That's what
naming
I
it?
thought when I was driving up there. I was like, ah.
That's my park.
Just gonna
Create
create
I'm
it.
gonna
Lake
park-
Havasu,
but,
it's hot over there.
You don't need to do yoga that much because you're a drummer. You're set.
It does kind of take a little bit out of you.
Loosens you up for sure.
It does, yeah.
Drumming.
Get the energy
It's a little
going.
workout.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If
But
you
I'm
do it
saying
long
you're
enough,
good.
yeah.
If you do drumming, you're already doing so many good things.
Yeah, it breaks up because really you had us like breaking up What were you saying? What was the fluid in the legs? The leg.
You
thing.
like
I'm
that
sitting-
synovial
the-
fluid.
How do you? I can't even do it
It's
because
the
my legs are
fluid
locked.
that goes through the joints.
I'm sitting down, so I
Is
can't
that
do
the
it.
fluid when you crack your knuckles? That's the fluid that's escaping from the joints. That's why it cracks.
I'm not a doctor.
Oh, I've heard that. I've heard that.
No.
but
I
heard
was
that.
joking. No, I was actually committed to my joke there.
Oh.
I know, right? But John, you were gonna get it.
Oh my God, I didn't get it. I'm like on a different. I'm trying to understand. I'm taking in
No,
knowledge.
I'll go there.
Yeah, you have like a very electric energy to you too. That who was the other guy we were talking to there after we did the yoga class? Christian. Yeah, you know Christian. Are you going? You know him very well?
I don't know.
Man, he was like everywhere we went after that. We went to like Whole Foods and like we sat next to him. We were eating food and it was just,
Our energies were like intertwined.
They got intertwined
with
in there.
Krishna.
Yeah, seriously, I'm not even joking. You know, and now
I'm
now
so
you're here.
amused by that.
Yeah, no, I'm telling you, it was good. And the little nap we had at the end, that was amazing. Sarah has you do some yoga and then you just like take a little nap and it's like the
Sounds like
What's
fun.
it? What's that
It's
called?
amazing, man.
Sava. You said it yesterday.
Shavasana.
Shavasana.
Is that what that's called?
Yeah.
The sleep after the yoga.
Oh
Resting.
man,
Do you ever sleep while you're awake?
I don't sleep.
Shavasana.
Period. So.
period.
That's what it is.
Period.
It's a
sleep
restful
right now.
sleeping. I mean, restful wakefulness.
Oh, so you
Rested wakefulness.
so you like shut your mind off.
You
while
do
you're
not
still...
shut it off. You let it. Oh, I got an image for you.
Okay, I like images.
Thank you. That one. Have you seen the space movies when there's a space? Oh wait, I'm just noting that we're talking on microphones with headphones while I'm talking about space now. Okay. So when there's a spaceship station and then the other shuttle has to come and dock on it,
Yeah,
and they have to like airlock it,
yeah.
and then they can go in.
Yeah.
Like, it's like coming to the correct port, but it has to be exactly right. It's just like that.
And that's sleeping while you're awake.
Yeah,
Or-
your mind. So your mind's like, it's just looking where to dock.
Oh, so you're docking your mind, but you're still in motion, so to speak, right? So you're not shutting down. You're not shutting it down, but you're still.
You're like
You're
the
docking it.
mothership. You're docking onto your body, your mind.
Yeah, I felt very in
Wow.
touch with my
You
body
anchor it.
afterwards.
You
You're, like,
anchor.
anchored.
Yeah, because your mind's like, and you're like, that's okay. Come here. Hey, I like that you're looping because that's energy. Let me just plug you in into a grounded spot, and I'll just energize.
You're anchoring it. Okay. I
That's
get you.
exactly. You got to ground the current.
Right.
Yeah, your mind is electrical current. So I like
Wow.
that's you. You can or you're like a storm. You can steer your mind like a storm, like it's going. But if you're in the center,
You ain't moving. That's the eye of the storm.
yeah. So you're just all your thoughts are a storm around you, and you just watch them like
That's so crazy you said that because when I was laying there, I felt like I was spinning, like the whole room is spinning around me or something.
Really?
Yeah, like
Was
not
it-
in like
okay.
not in a sickening way, but in like a good way. You know what I mean? Like
I can make you nauseous. You want to try?
No, I wasn't nauseous. I don't want to do that.
Why does that sound like fun?
See that? Because you like that nasty shit.
I want to.
Oh,
sorry.
You're bagging on me
I'm
now.
no, I didn't mean
I'm
to bag on
glad
you.
You're
I'm
comfortable.
so
that's
sorry.
that's what I'm here.
That was
That's what I
awesome.
said. I was like, don't take it personal. It's
Take
gonna
the
come up.
joke,
I just,
James.
I
Hey,
just,
That's- that was a
everybody
great
comes on me.
joke.
That's what I'm here for.
no, it wasn't
He's
like
here to
that.
be the punching bag.
Hey, yeah, I've been punch bag my whole life. I'm just getting used
No.
to it. now.
Oh,
I ain't
that's
hurt.
not what it
No,
is.
I'm not
You're
hurt.
not a punching
No,
bag.
if-
You a
that
king,
makes me
James.
just
Get out of
think
here.
You're beautiful.
I appreciate it. Thank you. I'm not offended or anything.
Okay,
I thought
I'm
that
sorry.
was funny.
You
no,
need-
no need to be sorry.
You
Well,
need ego
everything's
death,
fun.
James.
I need an ego.
Oh, that's what it was. That was a point on your ego death. That's all.
Oh,
How? I don't get it.
You were like,
I
I need
didn't
an
say
ego
nothing.
death. No, you asked for it
I asked for it.
in the first round.
yeah, you did.
You did.
That's
you
what
just-
it was.
Oh, I get
You
you.
just had
Correct.
to die.
I
That
get
just that
okay,
moment.
I get what you're saying. Okay.
Wow.
He
But it's-
asked for it, right?
Yeah, yeah.
You
I'm
look
talking
beautiful
about-
now. You look like a reborn phoenix.
You look beautiful.
From the ashes, you burnt
forgot who
yourself
I
down to the
am.
crisp, and now you're reborn
Okay.
with spikier and blonder hair.
Yeah. I wrote about that. I told you
Is
guys
that
about
what that pencil is? It looks so
This
cool.
is a story. You want to hear it?
That's
Yeah.
Okay,
awesome.
this right here is about. It's not really a story. I drew this. I drew all my tattoos.
Bones are green.
Oh.
The bones are green.
I've also drawn logos and stuff like that for different companies. But anyways,
Oh.
so that is a skull because I'm a skull kind of guy. But this is my creative touching. Like that's why it says Junior Forever up here.
Junior
Anyways,
forever.
I can go in deep. But this logo right here I drew, or this tattoo I drew, and it's got all the colors in the background, and it says "Art is timeless." And he's throwing
Oh.
down this watch, like he's not looking at the time, and he's praising the pencil, like he's too focused on the art. He don't know what time is. And so that's what.
That's
because
badass.
That's
bro.
a lot cooler when you describe it. I
Well,
didn't know what it was before, but
yeah,
now
yeah.
you're breaking it down to
I
me.
don't just get tattooed. 'cause
When
I
did
think
you
it's
get
cool.
that?
That was my last tattoo, probably about 4 months ago.
That's
It was before the
That's
podcast.
fresh. That's the
Yeah.
freshest tattoo you got.
Yeah, no, that's what everybody's saying too. So, but
That's
yeah,
what's-
that's
I like
that's
the
what it
story
is.
behind
That's
it
how
too.
the
That's
ego death
killer.
goes.
Yeah.
Let me tell
No,
you
you eat
something else.
shit
Throwing
and
that
then you
time
get
away.
praised.
Yeah.
Hey,
Blessings.
shift your body over here so I can see it.
So I got
Body.
That came in real smooth.
That is nice, man.
So I got the
Mr.
watch, the
Smooth.
timepiece right here, and there's a certain time on there, and it's 9/11, and not because of what you think it is.
Because
but
of Bryce's birthday?
is that your birthday?
Basically.
11/191.
Well, that's crazy.
Basically.
All right. Well,
Basically.
so no, what it is like
Like 3 months ago.
when I don't think about it, at random times, twice in a day. That doesn't happen every day, but like every other day, not even kidding. And I'll mention to anybody around me, I'll say, check the time. But I'll be there and I'll be like, what time is it? 9:11. I've never seen 9:12, 9:13, or anything like that. So it's just like, you know what I mean? When I don't think about it, like right now, it's probably not 9/11 or whatever.
It's a
I wouldn't
recurring
check it,
number in your life, huh?
but it's recurring, and so it's just like,
That's what we're
number
going
would
to
I
eat
want?
pizza.
Probably.
When we
What
check,
Probably.
when the
What
pizza
time is
comes,
that?
That's
like,
so
ooh,
crazy.
9/11. You'll
So
see.
That timing would line up too.
Mm.
I don't
Telling
know
you.
what time it is.
Probably line
Yeah,
up.
it's only 8:30. But see, because I'm thinking about it though. That's what I'm saying. When I don't think about it, 9/11. I don't wait for that shit. Not 9:10 and 50 seconds. No, it's like always like 9/11. I'm like,
Oh.
what is this number? You know what I mean? And I thought
There's
it was
like
bad
meaning
because
in
of, like,
reoccurring numbers, isn't there?
911 is what you call an emergency. 9/11 is when, you know what I mean, planes. So it's like, what? So I don't know. I just take it as this.
But isn't
So
that have like? Isn't there supposed to be meaning in like recurring
there's-
numbers?
There is, and I
Is there?
haven't looked it up, but I thought it was good enough to
Yeah,
put it right here.
Don't look it up. See how it makes you feel when you think about
Yeah,
it.
because I don't want to look at, oh, you're gonna have danger in your life if you keep seeing that number. You know what I mean?
No,
so
no,
that's
no.
why I
See
didn't
how it
look
makes you
up.
feel.
Yeah,
Try
yeah,
that.
it's better to not to just
feel
be
like I'm
in
on track
wonder a
with
lot
it.
of the time.
yeah. I just feel like I'm on track when I'm doing it because I'm like, if the time is right, if I keep seeing this damn time, when it hits 9:12, that's when I know that something's either fucked up or it's like a new chapter or something.
Yeah, don't look that up.
Just
Just
glitch
so
in the
I'm not-
matrix,
just
bro.
enjoy
I'm
it.
not gonna do
Exactly.
it. So, but yeah, so that's
Yeah.
that's my tattoo. I drew that. It's not done yet. I'm gonna be full of sleeves. I'm actually getting the same tattoo, but it's gonna be him holding a microphone. It's gonna be on this side, so it'll be matching.
Oh, you are Time Lord.
So
No,
How much-
really.
how much-
Lord.
You're a Time Lord, man.
Thanks.
how
Yeah.
much does something like that cost, James?
This right here cost a pretty penny of $50.
Ooh,
You know why?
that is a good deal for
Yeah.
a tattoo like that.
My uncle owns 2 tattoo shops in Chandler, so all
Sweet.
these tattoos I got are good ass.
I want a
Badass,
tattoo,
dude.
man.
For
I know,
real,
he's
me
gonna
too.
get monkey.
You don't have any tattoos? You
I
a
have
monkey?
none. I want a monkey tattoo.
A
I want
realistic
a
monkey.
capuchin monkey right here.
You just ripped my heart out.
Hey, you should see
Did I?
Jesse's tattoo.
I got a monkey tattoo, motherfucker.
Oh, do you?
Yeah, that's what this is. It's Hanuman's
Nice.
mace.
Oh.
I thought that was a rattle. To be honest.
What
with
is
you.
it? A what? It's what's maze?
See, it looks like a baby rattle or
Mm-hmm.
a music rattle, but it's a perfectly weapon of balance.
Oh, a
and,
monkey ball.
Yeah.
I got one of those. It's like a knot or monkey knot. Or
And it's a phi ratio because it's a circle with a line, which is a masculine feminine balance.
Wow.
Yo,
holy shit.
You
get the
got
monkey. I've been talking
circles
about
or you
monkeys
got
all the time. Just
Man.
all day. Yes. No, in yoga yesterday,
like
it
the
was
hand
all. Was that
tattoo, that's
yesterday
dope.
when it was all about monkeys in the class?
Mhm.
It was weird.
The monkey feet.
I was all into the monkeys and I was really feeling them. And you like monkeys? That's cool, man.
I love
You're
monkeys.
like grab with your hands.
See, I told you your feet were cool.
Are
Hey, you know what? That's so crazy you said that because these are kind of. I've always had people tell me, "Man, you got like monkey
You don't
feet."
wear
Well,
shoes,
that's what
bro.
it is.
You don't wear
I don't.
shoes.
I
You
hardly ever wear
flip-flops.
shoes.
Oh, listen. Oh shit, I'm wearing these. I can't make my ear magical. I mean, I can, but
You block
You just got to get in touch with it. Hold on.
their frequencies.
uh huh.
Oh, Okay. You should see Jesse's tattoo.
Because I was looking for the monkeys. Oh, you have tattoos?
I have one
He has
tattoo.
one,
Jesse's
and it's
tattoo is cool.
Dope.
All right.
Oh,
Yeah, you got to do it, bro.
oh, you got
Take it off. Oh yeah. Someone spray him down when it comes off.
What?
Don't do that. Thank you, James.
What?
Beautiful.
Zoom in, not available. What
Zoom
is
in.
it? Describe it to us.
Clark,
Describe it
can you
to
zoom
us.
in for us? Thank you.
What is that?
It's from.
Little switcheroo.
It's from an album that I grew very fond of in my late teenage years. That sounds funny when I say it like that. But yeah, it's a Supertramp album. I don't know if you're familiar with the band Supertramp. They got
I am not.
like a
Dope.
million songs on the radio.
Huh.
But anyways, just really connected with the album and the music and the message behind it. And I really don't even know what the message is still, but
What's that
I
a
just
picture
I
of
just
though?
connected. It's the album cover.
But what is
actually.
it?
It's like hands grabbing
Out of space.
like a
prison
bars. Yeah,
bars.
like prison bars in the middle of space.
Yeah.
Oh.
Do you
Pretty-
have the
pretty
album cover in
psychedelic.
Do you want to hear something even weirder about this? I've got it
Yes.
hanging up in my room. I've got a. I'll go grab it right now too.
Oh.
I've got a vinyl hanging up in my room, and it fell down today.
Whoa.
For
I
that?
like it.
Weird,
that
right?
album?
Whoop.
Synchronicity.
No, because it's talking about that shit, and it has a charge gathered on
Do you-
it.
Do you still have the Breakfast in America?
Yes.
By the way, okay. I was going through some vinyl, and I was
I
like,
do.
"Damn, where's it?"
Yes.
I'm gonna go grab it. I'll show you this.
That's cool.
My room's
Breaking the fourth wall.
really
Drop
far
the
away,
line.
but I'll
Yeah,
grab it.
breakfast in what's it called, Jesse?
Breakfast in America.
Breakfast in America. It has a conspiracy about 9/11 on that record.
Yeah. You know what's so crazy? You guys
I've
told me
actually
about that.
done a lot of
I saw that
research on
online.
Stuff like that, and I don't know if I've heard it from that one, but until you did it.
Instant manifestation.
You're good. Yeah. Yeah.
The artist that did
Let's
it
see
did
the
a very
back.
good job too.
So the back is Galaxy and
The tattoo
No, there
is
was
spot
something weird
on.
to also see.
Yeah.
a couple
Cool.
naked people.
Super good. Beautiful.
Or
Yeah,
I
it's just
think they-
random naked people in the back.
With hats and
They
capes.
took
What
their,
are
they took their outfits off, and they were like, "We're about to
Cape,
jump in
that
this
was the
pool."
code today.
That's a
Cape.
cool thing to like want to get tattooed on you though. Like
That is
most
way cool,
most
man.
of the album covers that I like for the music I listened to when I was a teenager, like if I had that tattooed on me, I'd be so
You should get
embarrassed.
an owl,
The tattoo
bro.
artist was like, "Bro, this is dope."
That's a dope
He's
tattoo.
like, "I will
Yeah,
gladly tattoo
And
this
it looks
on
like
you."
it's like going into the space, like your body is
Year of
outer
the galaxy,
space.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
That is
I wanna
so
add on to it
correct.
and put a nebula on my scapula.
Oh, nebula on my
Nebula.
scapula.
Nebula.
Neb on the
I think I
scab.
saw a nebula.
Write that into a song.
Reached out and
Bryce.
touched my scapula.
Oh,
Bit my neck like Dracula.
There we go.
You said bat. Where's that bat? That's how it ended the last thing, right?
bat. Oh, I said we'll be bat.
We'll be back.
We'll be
Boom.
bat.
See that? Now we're at the same frequency that we were when we stopped.
Did we just go full circle? I'm confused here.
Yes, that's right.
Okay. So where do we
Document.
go
I
from
ain't
here?
writing notes.
Where did you
Document.
get
It's been
those? Those
documented.
the circles on there. What are those? I'm curious. I've been looking at those the whole time you've been
I know
here.
these make people crazy. I'm used to them.
Look like Pokeballs
I doubt they're
Buckyballs.
Pokeballs.
in a basketball.
Buckyballs.
No,
Pokeballs.
that's astronomy. Those are
You
planets.
catch Pokemon in them.
That's
Right?
so funny.
I
Okay,
know.
no, really. The
Oh.
last time I was in a magical situation and somebody was like looking at these and they said, "Those are planets," and that was the first time I'd heard that. But you just said it, now it was the second time. It's a Tibetan codex for the elements.
Oh,
So
Oh
it
my
goes
gosh.
to, it shows density. So it's earth, water, fire, air, and light. But
air
this
lighter
is
than-
undisputed order.
that's the undisputed order.
Did I say that?
Yeah.
No.
Please. No. Who said-
Incorrect. That is a disputable order.
Oh, it's disputable.
That's right.
So it can be in different orders.
Yeah, because if you're gonna be waxing your magic and you want to make water into fire or water into air or earth, you can get the frequency that shift at a certain. It'll turn into the next one. So
By taking or creating density, or taking in or adding density, because you were saying each one of these going up adds another.
see, you
element of
can see it
density.
shows density.
Right.
Yeah. Yep.
That's cool.
That's
You
way
bring
cool.
the frequency to where the harmonics, the vibration will shift to another form of matter.
That's some crazy stuff.
Phase shift. So we can do that at will. We can do that.
Phase.
We're just slow, time masters. We're slow because we're like, hold on, let me get ready. I'm like, oh my God, you are
We're limited.
not turning into a monkey fast at all. That is so slow. You can't even begin to think about, let alone like a raven or nothing. You need to get like you have nothing going on. You're like, phase shift.
Kind of like ascending masters, huh?
Descending masters.
Oh, I thought it was ascending, but maybe it's.
What's the difference?
Well,
Jesus is an
ascending and
ascended
one's-
master.
Do they descend? Do they
That's the
ascend?
line I remember.
Descend is coming down from, and ascend is coming up to.
That's right.
So
So which one do you think you're doing?
depends on who you
If
talk
you're
to.
becoming a monkey,
I don't know.
It's
like
awful circle,
that'd be
right?
descending, right?
Not if
I
you're
don't know.
ascending into a more advanced monkey in a different frequency.
Bryce, you look so confused, man.
Hey, look, man. Okay, so if we're
Usually you're the one that's not confused.
yeah, you're
Did
usually
you
the
just
guy.
say Bruce Lee?
No.
I said Bryce.
Oh.
I might have
Usually.
said Bruce
Somebody
Lee.
calls me
Bryce
Bruce Lee.
usually.
Bruce Lee.
Really? You get
does.
called Bruce Lee?
That's funny. I was just talking about Bruce Lee.
Oh,
This is Bruce Lee next to me and Lil Franco over there.
All
James
what
is
were you
Lil
saying?
Franco.
What were you saying? You were
Got
about
Shape
to-
mad
shifting.
aliases. We like Wu
You were
Tang.
going
Let
on
me-
that monkey
Let me
thing.
clarify though, like you're a human, so like me, I'm like human. So if I become an ascended master, I like rise up into like this
I don't think you-
godly
I
dimension,
don't think
right?
you can. Become
check it
an
out.
ascended
If there's
master,
a
can
wood
you?
there and I put fire, it's going to burn away. Right?
Right.
That is literally multidimensional magic because that's changing in front of me its form.
So does that stay there in this?
No, but you're
frequency?
made of the same thing as wood. You're made of the same
Yeah,
thing.
Just a
So
different
how
frequency.
fast? Yeah, you're adding the spark is your passion and your excitement. So the more excited you are, the more you stabilize that. You cook yourself into another form at will.
Wow.
That's why ascension.
Alchemy.
People are like,
Alchemy.
sign me up. You got to do the work. If you don't do the work, you have no momentum of self trajectory.
Makes sense.
Man,
Doesn't.
You
it?
can't.
we're all carbon-based creatures.
I love it. Yeah, study carbon. You want to fuck with things. Find the frequency of carbon.
Carbon's crazy.
No, but feel it at will. Here's the vocab word is morphogenetic field. So it has every carbon is carbon no matter where it is. Because that's why it's defined as carbon. So if you can feel carbon, you're like, oh, that's carbon. You see, you're like, oops,
Okay.
you're all made of carbon. You're like, you see, what do you?
Okay, I guess.
Oh, and then I just slipped through a wall or anything. I'm like,
You're a character, Sarah.
no, I'm serious though. That's why it has to be silly. Otherwise, you can't stand how good it feels to think about that.
Will you show
He's
your
like,
hair?
that's right.
Got me thinking about carbon over
I
here.
know
I
it.
was thinking about carbon paper and how when you write something down on the original sheet, yeah, exactly. That's the feeling I just had when you were
And you
talking
got
about
all
that.
your DNA, all your memories on a DNA, Akashic
On a
records.
sheet.
Oh,
Yep,
carbon.
and it's just copied over. Yeah, blow your mind right there.
I knew it when I was driving here. I'm like, I'm gonna learn something today. I gotta be listening. Coming up.
All right, so what were you talking about? What were we going?
I can't
I
talk.
What were you just talking about?
I was talking about
Akashic Records?
I was talking. What?
What are you saying?
I was talking about the carbon paper.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was talking. Well, you were talking about the carbon. Everything's carbon. I'm thinking carbon monoxide, carbon dioxide, and then I'm like,
You're
carbon
thinking of, like-
paper, cars, because how carbon dioxide is what the plants give out, and that's what we give out, and they take.
What are
in
you
and they
talking
put out
about right now?
oxygen.
You're losing me.
Carbon. I'm talking
He's
about
talking-
carbon. I'm
he's
trying to
just
understand
Going
here.
through his carbon awareness.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
She
You-
understands.
okay.
And then
You
I'm
know
like,
what?
bam, carbon paper.
Glitter.
And then I'm like, why does
you
that
guys
have to
some
be carbon
glitter?
It's
paper?
the name of number 6.
You know what I mean?
He needs
And
some
so
glitter.
you-
Yeah, give him some glitter.
Did you-
There you
Okay,
go.
I don't
I'll
listen.
I'll
I don't want to piss you off, brother.
What was?
Wait,
Nah, I ain't mad,
wait,
it's just-
but-
Nah, look at
It's
him.
just
He loves
carbon.
being shiny
It's just
glitter.
Check it out. If we're counting elements with numbers, there's only 9 numbers. After that, they're different. They're the same repeated. Don't get mad.
Holy shit. Okay.
Wait for it. Carbon is the 12th element.
Makes no sense.
Well, because you're like 9/11 now. You're like, when it's 9/12, I'm going to freak out. I'm like, it's 12 now.
Oh, because there's nothing after 9, but you. What are you doing to me? What are you trying to do to me?
I was just saying that if we're going to use numbers,
Uh-huh.
I'm going to let you know there's only 9 numbers. Because after that, they just repeat. But there's only 9 numbers of original shape.
What about 10?
No, because
What
it's
about
just
zero?
1 and 0 again, but
Oh,
that
yeah?
are not new.
Oh.
So if 9 is all the numbers, and then carbon has everything, but it's 12
It's 12 what? That's
on the periodic table of elements.
Carbon is 12?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. And life is based around carbon, or everything is carbon.
And
so
carbon has a six molecule structure. I just wanted to drop that in there.
Okay, thanks.
And it's
I'm not gonna
episode
sleep.
number 6.
I'm not
Whoa.
sleeping. I'm not fucking sleeping at night.
Man.
Because my birthday is 5/6
right
and
after
his
the
is
other.
5/16. I was like,
96.
skin. Exactly.
Skin.
And that's when OBD2 came out. Is 1996, is which the cars used to monitor the carbon dioxide and monoxide. So bam, drop the knowledge on you.
I don't know what
Shabuski.
OBD2 is.
Onboard diagnostics. That's when we used fancier computers to basically clean up the exhaust out of cars.
What
from the
kind of
carbons.
onboard diagnostics are here now in this ship?
There's only one onboard diagnostic, but I don't know where it lays. I guess it lays with the audience.
That is so multi-dimensional.
Thug life.
I'm on the fifth.
Peel me off the wall.
All right, let's get back on track here. I feel like
Why? Destroy the track.
life just
What's track
Derailed.
backwards?
What's track backwards?
Cart?
R?
Cart?
Car?
I'm not saying it.
Track? What are you talking about?
Track backwards is cart?
I don't know.
No,
Is
it's
it?
crack.
Yeah, I don't
Known as
know.
cart.
Would it be like cart?
The C is silent, bro.
Does it hurt a little? Does that make you nauseous?
What's
I
race?
can see it
Hey,
written down.
what's
Can we see
ra-
this written
What's
down?
race car backwards?
Track.
What?
What's race car backwards?
I don't know.
Race car.
It's race car.
That's a not
What's
what we
palindrome backwards?
I don't even know how to spell that.
said. What? What is that?
Palindrome? What even is
Somebody out there gets it. Never mind.
Palindrome.
Okay, so that was
you
an
spell
example of 6-dimensional consciousness now.
Okay.
Yeah.
that?
That's
A
basically how
palindrome
it
is when you can spell the same thing backwards.
What
That's
is it?
like-
exactly.
Race car.
There it is.
What's the name?
Oh.
Hannah.
That's
That's what that
6-dimensional
is? Wow.
consciousness.
We're learning all kinds of
Oh,
stuff today.
man.
But
So,
really,
I'm just getting my mind
So
blown
what-
over here.
we know what the
I'm
fourth
just gonna
dimension
be
is and
quiet.
the sixth dimension, but is there a fifth dimension?
yeah.
Okay. So what is that then?
I want some fourth dimensional pizza. We're at 30 minutes.
Fifth dimensional is when it's in your stomach and it's gone, right? 'Cause then it's
Fifth
going with
dimension is
time.
now.
Fourth dimensional
That's
is where you
fourth
add time,
dimension.
right?
Fourth dimension is where you add.
And it's been almost
Life.
40 minutes, so I gotta go get this
No,
pizza.
where time and space equal is
They're
fifth
just chilling there
dimension.
with pizza and they're like, where are they?
Where are they?
Where are they?
All right, guys, we're at 30
Wait,
minutes.
what? There's more of us here that aren't here now.
Huh?
What?
What do you
The
mean?
pizza
You're
people.
like, where are they? And I'm like, whoa, was there? Did
Oh no,
somebody
the
leave?
pizza people. The pizza people. Remember we ordered some pizzas.
Josh has been here the whole time. You haven't even said hi to him.
Clark's running the controls over there.
Clark. Hi, Clark. Everybody, give it up for Clark, guys.
Hey, I know you're Superman back there, bro. You ain't fooling nobody.
Good to see you, Clark. Yeah, we got a new guy on the team. His
you
name's
got
Clark.
me so blown my mind now. Oh my god. You said Clark?
All right, guys.
Does that have something to do?
We're going to come in for the close right now. We're going to go ahead and sign off. This has been Modest Humanity, episode 6, with Sista Sarah.